Hi there. In this module of 7-Figure Mastery, we'll learn to write for the purpose of selling, also known as the skill of copywriting. Simply having a great product and being able to draw traffic isn't enough. Making sales is also heavily dependent on your ability to influence and convince someone that they need your product in their lives through your words, spoken or written. This skill is especially important when it comes to writing sales letters for your digital business offers. You have only your words to rely on in order to sell something. Customers have no way to actually see or experience the physical product for themselves. The sales letter is your product's only sales representative, hence your words really matter here. 8 components of an effective sales letter. There are only 8 simple steps to creating a fantastic prospect-converting sales letter that will blow everyone's minds. They are the headline, subheadlines, introduction, regurgitation, solution, handling objections, call to action, P.S. Let's go through each one by one. The headline's everyone's first impression of your product. Here you need to grab your customer's attention and get them excited. To achieve this effect on your readers, specify the product's results and benefits in your headline. Remember that the features tell and the benefits sell, hence be specific. The more specific the results, the more attractive your headlines will be. Okay. To further enhance your headline, you should also highlight the call to action, words in yellow, to show urgency and grab your prospect's attention. Here's an example. Secure your instant access to a mammoth collection of constantly adding resale rights, private label rights, graphics, and more, and jumpstart your online marketing career starting this second. This very headline portrays an immediate solution to those who want to make money without having to create their own product. Words highlighted in yellow are the call to action words to jumpstart their internet marketing career right now. The subheadline usually appears under your headline. These words are normally 1 or 2 font sizes smaller than the headline. At the start, the headline serves to hook your prospect's attention. The subheadline, on the other hand, reels your prospect in. It nudges them to read on a little further. The subheadline is also important to catch the attention of page scrollers, to read what they want to listen to. As you can see, there are various ways to create your subheadline. It really depends on how your headline's structured. It should fill in the blanks in terms of explanations. If it's a product that needs further explanation, or benefits, or even encourage readers to take some form of action. An example of a good subheadline is like the one below. The subheadline serves to fill in details about how one can discover social media marketing techniques from top experts through a 3-day event for this very purpose. This draws the audiences in further into reading the letter to find out more details about the event. After you've successfully ignited the curiosity of your prospect, it's time to make your very first and lasting impression to your prospect within your introduction. The main purpose of the introduction is to qualify your prospect even further. First, you'll need to introduce yourself. Your prospect will eventually ask, well, who are you, and why should I listen to you? Establish common ground. Share a little about yourself and how the prospect can relate to where you once were and how you can help him achieve his goals. Then address their problem. Empathize with their problem and be specific about their state of discontent. If after reading that, he's thinking somewhere along the lines of, yeah, I have that problem, or even, how does he know? You've gotten his interest. Here's a sample from a sales letter introduction. The creators introduced themselves as creators of the said product and gave their intended audience a valid reason to listen to them. And here's another extract from the same introduction addressing their problem in creating a strong yet attractive brand logo to represent their business. Another key thing to remember, writing a sales letter doesn't have to be formal. Despite the number of potential views it's going to get, your writing tone should be that of a one-on-one relationship instead of a broader address. Remember, this sales letter is going to do the selling for you. You must maintain the momentum of that one-way relationship going on between your virtual salesman and your prospect. You've successfully created your introduction. Now's the time for your regurgitation process. This is where you exaggerate an existing problem. You can achieve this by showing your prospect a more inferior alternative over your offer. At this point, your offer is currently in the limelight, and it's up to your prospect to make the call you want to hear. Here's another example from the sales letter. Not everyone can afford the pricey Adobe Photoshop. Most people lack the designing skill, and the high cost and time required to design a logo is so demotivating. So in this part of the sales letter, the problem is exaggerated. Finally, you can announce your long-awaited solution to your curious prospect. Start answering the questions like, what can your solution do and what can it solve? Over here is an example. The product is introduced. It is described as the all-in-one solution to creating professional-level marketing materials like logos, cover, avatar, characters, and so much more. Don't stop there. You must provide the various features and benefits your solution possesses. If you have more than one component to your solution, show them by sections. Then, next, you list out the benefits of the solution. If your benefits contain outcome effect words such as $10,352.49 in 72 hours, 38,328 unique visitors in 30 days, and twice the power, to name a few, it's advisable to be bold and change its font color to yellow to give the words more emphasis. These are what I call the benefit words. Here's an example. You finally revealed your solutions and all the amazing features and benefits. Now it's time for handling objections. One thing to take note of here, there's always going to be doubters amongst your many prospects. Address their concerns right here in this part of your sales letter. So over here is where you address the frequently asked questions, FAQ. List out 3 to 5 FAQs and their answers. Also, you can include testimonials from your past and active customers who've used your products before. It can be either a social network post or, even better, a video testimonial. And don't forget the money-back guarantee statement. Remember, not everyone's keen on buying things online. Scammers are everywhere. If the product doesn't work the way your customer wants it to, you should provide a refund. You can state this here. This is how you would want to convince your customers that you are without any ill intention. Putting objections aside, it's time to venture to the most critical part of your sales letter, your call to action. Have you ever noticed how every sales letter will only reveal their price towards the end? You see, once your prospect is exposed to the price, you need him to click the button now, not later. You must show him the future he will have with it and without owning your product. To bait him even further, adding bonuses would be the best option. Here's an example. Finally, you need to create your very own postscript or PS. This section is the second most viewed part within a sales letter. This is because most viewers are page scrollers. The only thing that attracts them would be the headline, and curiosity drives them down until they meet the end of your sales letter. The PS or postscript. Your offer must be summed up in 2 to 3 lines. Remind them about your money-back guarantee section and bonuses. You can even share an extended version of your testimonials. Here's an example of the PS part from a sales letter. Sales letter tips and tricks. Keep in mind that lengthy sales letters may not necessarily be read. Send a clear and concise message within the sales letter. It's not about how many words you write in the sales letter, it's about how you sell. The higher you price your product, the more convincing you need your sales letter to be. Shorter sales letters tend to name their product at a lower price. If you truly need to make your sales letter long, consider making sales videos. There's no limit to how long you want it to be. It can be 8 minutes, it can be 15 minutes, or even as long as 40 minutes. If it sells, it doesn't matter.